Welcome, everyone, to AFW Backstage. And boy, oh boy, do we have a good episode for you today. We got the heated rivals. They got the magician over here. He's fuming. He's just fuming right now. You can see the steam just burning off his head. He's ready to
he's always angry.
He is. He's an angry guy. And we have Alex down there. He's got some verbal whiplash to give Liam as well. So, interns, let's hit that intro. It's the Magician versus Alex Haney. Dallas Branham starts off with everyone's pretty excited about this. We've been waiting for you two. Hello, Joseph Graham. So let's do some intros. I am, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up Bubby, son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it. Introduce yourself, Liam.
Of course, and I am the guy who actually walked out of Revolution. No, it wasn't this guy right here. It's me. It's the Magician, Liam Wakeland.
And I'm Alec, and yeah, what can I say, Liam?
Exactly. I told you I was going to be the one who walked out. It wouldn't be you.
Do you have anything to say to that to start off, Alex?
About walking out?
Well, he won the match.
Well, did he really? You know, I mean, he might have won the match, but did he really win? Did he really come away with it thinking he'd actually won?
Well, yes, because one, my hand was raised, and two, you were actually laying on the ground last time I walked out of the ring. So take your pick on that one, boy.
Well, it's getting heated now.
Well, I mean, if anybody's ever watched Liam wrestle, you realise how boring it is, and what was it sort of? I did sort of fall asleep.
That's a playback from your little history there, boy.
All right. So before we get this verbal clash, let's get into some news with the Magic Weekly. Let's hit it. Live from the presses, straight from your mama's newsroom, we got Magic Weekly. Now, Magic Weekly, we got some news stories that we got to look over. We're gonna find out what Liam the Magician thinks. We're gonna find out what Alex, also known as Grinchy Poo, what he thinks. What do you think of that nickname that you've been given? Are you okay with that nickname?
Well, I'm more. It was Mellow Haney rather than Grinchy Poo. I don't know where that sort of nicknames came from. That
came from Brie, actually.
I can think of worse.
I know where it came from, but I don't understand the purpose of it.
She's saying you're a bit of a grump, and she's calling you the Grinch. But she's putting the poo thing at the end. My mama's what? Your mama's kitchen.
I mean, I can think of worse names, but we're going to keep it PG.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we're going to start off the show with a couple
like Liam.
We're going to start off the show with a couple news items. First off, with a little bit of a sad note, the oldest son of Arn Anderson has passed away.
Wow. I mean, first Kevin Nash's son and now Arn Anderson. And I can't remember exactly how old he was. Was it 32 or 36? I could be.
I think it was 37.
37, but it's still, even any age, it's actually, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really, really sad. And my thoughts obviously do go out to obviously Arn and family, but it's not too long ago. Obviously, we lost Kevin Nash's son. It's just really sad when you think about it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts, Alex?
Yes, but it's I'm sure for any parent, no matter what age it is, it's hard, you know. It's hard for in that situation at any time, really, you know. But
You never expect to outlive your kids.
Yeah, that's it, you know.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
prayers go out to the
happened
Anderson family.
Is it just been announced that he passed? Do we know?
They didn't say how he died yet. I don't believe.
Yeah. There's actually a song which I actually like. It's by a band called Good Charlotte, and the first actual thing in it is called "You're Not Supposed to Bury Your Children; They're Supposed to Bury You." And that's that to this day. Do you know what I mean? Always hits home for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
So moving along to our next little story here, Rey Mysterio is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, of course, by Conan. What do you guys think about this?
I mean, I'm actually happy he's getting inducted, but Conan, really? I mean, is there some history there I don't know about? But for me, Rey Mysterio does deserve it. I mean, he's been wrestling for as long as I can actually remember. But
well, Conan and him are good friends, so
yep.
I mean, there must be some backstory I don't know between them two. But I mean, for me personally, well deserved, to be honest.
Yeah, they were in WCW. What was it, as a faction for a little while?
What was called the Dirty?
The Filthy Animals. Was it Filthy Animals?
Filthy Animals, yeah.
Yeah, and it was sort of after Ray lost his mask, which was a sort of bizarre decision, considering the amount of money WWE have made out of selling that mask. You wonder why
they WWE wanted that mask on him. It's like,
yes,
I think WCW pulled the trigger too quick on pulling that mask off of Ray.
Well, just to give you an example, I remember going to a WWE show a few years ago, and we were at the merchandise stand, and I watched the sort of what was it, father with his two kids, and they wanted the John Cena T-shirt and a Rey Mysterio mask. So the T-shirt was £25 each, and the mask was it was $65 each. That's on top. That's on top of the tickets to get into the venue, and they're not even in the actual venue bit yet. You know, so
cha-ching, the money's just pouring down.
Yes,
money,
exactly.
Money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the $1 Million Man's theme I was singing. All right, moving along. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, Great Muta. There's a rumor going around from posted by Fightful that Great Muta is one of the next ones to get inducted.
I mean, can we obviously agree with that? I mean, he's been an absolute legend. I mean, he wrestled obviously at New Japan. He's wrestled for, I think he's wrestled in WWE. I think he's wrestled pretty much everywhere. So,
I believe he wrestled in WWE. He wrestled in WCW.
I don't think has he wrestled in WWE. I don't think he's actually had a match on WWF television or WWE television. I'm sure.
I know he was under a WWE show at least.
Okay.
Right, but an absolute legend all the way around. You know what I mean? He's done absolutely everything. I know obviously we're doing like his retirement world tour type thing in obviously different promotions. So yeah, I mean, as we've said with Ray, I think two well-deserved wrestlers.
Absolutely. I think Great Muta is one of the best to ever lace up those boots. Legend.
Yep.
Moving along here, Wardlow, his car got broken into. So now we're wondering, is this kayfabe because Hobbs said something about it on show, or are they trying to make the best of a situation here and just incorporate it into the story?
I'll let Screw You, Haney, go first. That was you, Haney. Go ahead.
Oh, me? Yeah, sorry, I didn't know who Screw Haney was. What was it? When I first seen it, I sort of thought, I wonder if they're going in with this, but you just don't know. You know, these real life situations tend to play out. You know, what was it in wrestling angles? Look at when Chris lost the belt when he at the start of AEW. AAW, you know. They sort of turned that into a little storyline as well, you know, so you just don't know. But it's, I suppose it was either way, it's sort of worked out for the best because they've got an angle out of it. You know,
Dallas is thinking it was QT who broke into the car.
yeah. Well, I don't know. He's not really a smart man, QT, is he? Really? He was arguing with. He was arguing with. Was it that Raj girl on Twitter yesterday? So, but I can't see it right. It's not Raj girl. It's Raj. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, they were arguing on Twitter last night.
Well, he actually challenged him to a match.
Yeah.
The thing is with QT, he's obviously got a wrestling school, but he's a poor heel for me personally. I mean, I don't agree with him as a heel, but I guess this is for once I actually agree with what Haney actually says here. This is actually going to be the first and only time. I just want to point that out, but you never know. Is it storyline? Is it cave? We do not actually know, to be honest.
Yeah, I think could possibly be them turning lemons into lemonade. You know, you get your car broken and you get your all stuff stolen, you get the title stolen. It's not good. But if you can turn that into something that actually makes money for the company, then you're doing a good job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
definitely. You know what they say. Those that can't do teach, and what was it? QT might be a great trainer, but he's definitely not the best wrestler in the world.
Well,
you know?
I don't mind him as like a manager though.
Yeah.
And I don't mind. He's apparently they're gonna have a QT TV segment. I don't mind that being a little interviewing segment. I don't really want him as a wrestler. I don't want him like the factory fan, you know. But I like him as a manager. And he's gonna be the spokesman for Hobbs. I don't mind that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I can ever remember a time of Hobbs doing promos. You know, does he need a guy to do it? You know.
I can see it working for him.
Did he do like the Book of Hobbs type thing, or something along them lines?
Yeah. Well, that was production mostly. It wasn't him. Like you just got to get some good production in there.
What do you think? Do you think they've lost faith in Wardlow now, though, with that angle? Do you think because they seem to
No, I think this is absolutely wonderful for Wardlow. This is making us love Wardlow even more because Wardlow is going to chase that belt, and it's all about the chase. Wrestling's all about the chase, and now Wardlow's going to chase him for that belt.
The angle I come from is he's the only guy that's got a pinned win against MJF, you know. So, you know that's it playing in my mind in terms of, you know.
We were talking yesterday on the show that what a great long-term story it would be if Wardlow was the one to eventually take the belt off of MJF.
That's what we call long-term storytelling. Which obviously we know AEW is obviously good for that.
Yeah. It's for me. For me, it's hard for me to sort of when a wrestler goes on a tangent. It's hard for me to sort of relate to it. You know. Sorry, 2 seconds. But yeah, I get what you're saying. You know.
All right, let's move along. Next story. Rio leaves Twitter because of abusive jerks who are saying things to her. This is completely horrible that a wrestler like Rio, such a sweet girl, she just come to the States to be a wrestler, and she has to leave Twitter because of abuse from some of these numbskull fans.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I'm not actually surprised because I know exactly how sick Twitter can be. I mean, as soon as a storyline comes out, whether it's wrestling related, whether it's like politics, I always turn to Twitter, and some of the comments I actually read there are absolutely ridiculous. And these fans should be ashamed, you know what I mean? Because as we spoke about yesterday, these wrestlers are the human beings. They've got lives, you know what I mean? Yeah. We watch them to be entertained, but they're still human beings. They've still got feelings. They've still got lives, like I said, outside wrestling.
But I mean, for me, there's absolutely no no excuse for it. You know, considering what was it? We've lost a few quite a few wrestlers to suicide, and what was it? There was various various sort of wrestlers out there that have got
Well, this reminds me of Hannah Kimura.
Yeah.
Where Hannah Kimura was getting bullied so much online because of her role on the show she was on. And she just got so bullied that she felt no other way out but to kill herself. And that just shows you that didn't affect the wrestling fans enough to not do shit like that. Just horrible.
Yeah, what was it? What was the? I mean, with the mental health issue as well, you've just got to be careful, and the impact that it has. What was the wrestler? She was in AEW at the beginning. Was it Kaylee? What was her name?
Kylie Ray.
Kelly Ray, yeah.
Oh yeah, Kylie Ray. She suffers a bit from that too.
Yeah,
she wasn't able to wrestle a few shows because she was just so torn up inside.
Yeah, and I was just, I think I seen an interview with her, and she was just saying, even just, it was just most days you can just look at the most vile things and it passes you by. But obviously, if you get sort of mental health issues, what was it? It's even just a silly comment can trigger you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let's move on to our final story. Dax Hardwood reveals which two AEW women's wrestlers he wanted in the Pinnacle.
Ooh, okay. Is this where we take a guess?
You want to take a guess, Liam? See if you can name one of them.
I'm going to say, as a total guess, Jamie Hayter for one.
Who do you guess, Liam? Alex?
I've never even thought. I didn't even know this was a thing, so I would need to think. Was it a female?
Two females that he wanted in the Pinnacle.
Well, I would probably say like Liam Hayter and geez, I'm trying.
You got your guess. You each get one. All right. So the answers were Britt Baker and Serena Deeb.
Serena makes sense.
Yeah. Well, they said, well, they got the no on Britt Baker, and actually, Tony Khan was actually excited to put Serena Deeb in the Pinnacle, but then it kind of just fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the Serena Deeb one. I don't think the Britt Baker one for me personally would have worked, but I still like this idea, obviously, having a female in Pinnacle.
Yeah. Is it still a thing, or is it gone?
No, it's gone.
Yeah.
Dax said he was upset because the Pinnacle got destroyed because it was all about MJF and not really helping everyone else move forward.
Because it was a really great build-up to that sort of whole angle where it was, is it going to be the Four Horsemen? What was it? And they sort of did. There was a few sort of hand gestures thrown up, and then all of a sudden it happened, and then there were the Pinnacle, and then it was sort of, yeah.
The Mad Doctor and the Insane Professor. Yeah. That sounds like a good video game.
That does. That really does.
All right. So that's it for the news. Let's move on to what we call the main event.
The main event.
Can I just say, whichever intern worked on that wants a pay rise?
Well, I want to know why he's not okay to put in another coin slot. So what's wrong with that other coin slot?
Could be full.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all I'd say to you, Liam, is why are you being so lazy and letting an intern do it? Why not just do it yourself?
He's got a good point there, Liam. He's got a good point.
Because that's what the interns get paid for. I've got better things to do, like be on 2 podcasts a week. You think because you do some t-shirt designs, you're more important?
Oh, whoa. Hold on. Okay, before you guys get going here, referee Canada Dry needs to set some ground rules. All right, so you guys are going to both give an intro statement, and then we're gonna move from there. So who wants to go first?
So can I just elaborate? What do you mean by intro statement? Why I hate this guy so much?
Pretty much. You can say whatever you want.
Okay, Mr. Haney, I'll let you go first.
Oh, thank you. You're so generous.
So what's your big issue with Liam?
Well, first of all, it's the face. He's just got a face. They've just got a face you want to hate, you know. You just look at it and you think, I wish that intern to the side of him would just reach round and just slap that face. But
maniacal laugh you got there, Alex.
Yeah, it's I don't know about that, you know. I'm trying. As you know, Canada Dry, I'm very friendly with everybody in the chat. You know, we don't have very unopinionated. You know,
You'll have your time.
I mean, we can see that unprofessionalism right here. You know, he's laughing away. You know, it's like, you know, it's just, you know, he just sticks his nib into it. He sticks his nib into my business with just some little narky comments, you know. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to go after that guy.
Dallas Brown, I've asked you a question here. You might want to answer in this intro. Do you want to slap a pickle against his face?
No, because he may get some sexual pleasure out of that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, got a few seconds here left. Anything else you want to say in your intro?
Yeah, but was it just give it up, Liam? You know, you're a terrible magician and an even worse podcast host.
All right, there you go, Liam.
So if I'm a terrible podcast host, why do I keep getting brought back? Why did I end up having to do wrestling with the paranormal? Why do I get my own show on every Saturday? That's the first thing, by the way. But Haney, do you know what I mean? I'm not an angry guy. Do you know what I mean? I get along with everybody, but you're such a miserable insert word, right? Every single time you go into a chat, you've always got to say something miserable. And I'm just like, oh my God, would you shut the hell up? And then what really winds me up so much is you have the cheek to pay New York Mike to go on my show, knowing that I'm not going to be there. I mean, to me, you're just a coward.
That's a bit harsh, don't you think?
Yeah, that's a bit harsh, don't you think?
No, it's not. I agree. Well, why are you sticking up for him?
I just think you're being a little hard on him, I think.
Well, this is what this whole show's about. Do you know what I mean? Got to be hard on him. He's been on my back for absolute ages, right? Yeah, we obviously settled our difference at Revolution, and guess who walked out? Yeah, that's right, it was me.
Yeah, because you bored me. I fell asleep during the match.
I don't give time. You had your time.
I don't give a rat's back. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I walked out. You were on your fucking back.
All right. Why don't we get into some accolades here?
Can I just say I don't sleep on my back. I sleep on my side.
Okay. Let the record show that Alex Haney sleeps on his side. All right. So let's read these accolades. You want to read them, Liam?
Okay, so born on March 2nd, 1980, had a long time on Earth to study wrestling that is counteract, whatever that means. Came close to challenging for the effing World Championship, but gave his brotherhood brethren Scott Cater the rub. Teamed up with Zach Kelly in his first season and became known as the Mosh Pit. The team was short-lived. A month later, they had a very intriguing feud. A 2 times AFW Trios champion, one with brotherhood Kwasim and brother Scott, both occasions. Brother Kwasim was the problem child and cost the Trios the titles. 55 combined days with the Trios titles. Defeated the greatest team alive, Austin and the Touch Bros, to win the Trios for the first reign and retiring the belts until they were brought back 5 months later. Never a member of Wreckage roster. Hashtag Mayhem Loyalty. 345 points on AFW leaderboard. Ended the season 1 with a record of 12 and 14. Ended season 2 with a record of 25 and 28.
All right, so I want to talk about giving Scott Cater the rub. What does that mean? Like, what's involved in giving Scott Cater the rub?
Are you sure we can actually talk about that on this show?
there's another issue. He's just got to take it down to the lowest common denominator. You know, he's just got.
No, well, the lowest thing is actually you being here.
Ooh,
That's a little harsh. Come on.
Me and you are going to have really problems at the minute, kind of dry.
What? I'm just trying to be a referee here, trying to keep it.
Well, at the
Simple.
minute, it seems like you're more, like siding with Haney, but go ahead.
No. That's just how you're taking it. I think.
No. Okay, ask him.
he knows I'm right though. That's the thing. I mean, he's been impartial about it. You know, he knows how right I am. You know,
You're not right about anything. But please, just tell us about this rub thing with Scott K, because I'm bored now.
well, maybe I don't want to tell. Maybe I don't want to tell you. Maybe I want to tell Canada Dry and everybody else. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Don't pay attention, Liam. Tell me.
Yeah, I would appreciate if you put your hands over your ears so you don't hear this, Liam.
That's good.
Yeah, that's yeah. He's trying to sneak. He's trying to
He's trying
sneak.
to listen, isn't he?
You know, he's playing some. What was it, Chesney Hawks in the earphones while we're talking.
Yeah, because I'm the one and only, not you.
That's what you think. Anyways, yeah. So that was the sort of start of the brotherhood coming together. You know, we had the sort of issue with Zach and what was it? Scott came in and what was it? Sort of tried to sort of calm the situation down, but ultimately what happened was we really went after the family and we really had a great feud. What was it? And I've got no qualms in saying that Scott's a better competitor than I am. You know, so it made sense for him to go after that.
You know, that takes a lot of humility on your part to
I think
step back and recognize that your partner's a better predictor than you.
Yeah, I've got no ego. You know, I don't think I don't think I'm this great person. I don't go saying, "Oh, I won a match." Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Once it's done, it's done. It doesn't.
All right. So let me ask you also about the Trios Championship. What did that mean to you? Be the the last Trios champion, then the first one's back.
Well, that was great. I mean, we felt what was it, slighted a wee bit that it was sort of retired. You know, it was just because we were that good and nobody could beat us. You know.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it came back and what was it? We managed to regain the titles and obviously we had the issues with Kazim and it sort of fell apart. You know, but these things happen. You know. But it also what was it? Led to sort of some other stuff, you know, and as you know now, what was it? I'm sort of here annoying Liam, you know, so wins and losses don't matter, you know, as long as he's annoyed and peed off, I don't care.
All right, okay. So let's look at
on the wreckage thing as well. I mean, all I can say is Mayhem has got a much better logo. I don't know who designed the wreckage logo, but
you did.
I don't remember this.
You did both of them. Okay, so enough of this crap. All right, Liam, do you have any comments about his accolades?
No, none whatsoever. To me, there's no really worth mentioning. They're all just no.
Are you talking about yourself now, Liam?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No,
I mean, what have you achieved? You talk on a couple of podcasts once or twice a week, you know?
Yeah. What do you do apart from T-shirt designs?
I'm sweating tears. I've hurt my arm. Drawing.
Carry on. I'll break the other one.
Well, that's come on. We can't be having violence on the show, Liam.
I know, you know.
I'm giving Liam a red card for that comment.
That was despicable, you know. We were just talking about humility.
Well, you're an injured guy. I don't think you should be saying that.
What's that?
You're an injured guy. I don't think you should be saying that. I know what that's like when you get injured and someone goes, "Oh, I should kick your other leg." You're like, "Yeah, you're real funny."
Yeah, I mean, look what happened to the great Owen Hart when he broke his arm. I mean, he was a trooper. You know, he wrestled with that arm.
Yeah.
And that.
So let's sorry to cut you off, but we're gonna get into more Liam's accolades now. Let's take a look at Liam's accolades.
Boom. So, born on March 5th, 1993, won his first AFW World Championship at Forbidden Door and held it for 27 days. Defeated Bullet Tooth Tony, obviously, to win the world title. Defeated Alex Haney at Revolution last Sunday with a score of 31-21. Screw you, Haney. Had a fun rivalry with AJ Styles. Former leader of the Marionettes. An early draft pick for Wreckage in 2022 draft. Current member of the TDS. 53% completion in the journey to becoming an inductee in the AFW Hall of Fame. Still needs a win, a non-world championship in addition to 70 more points. 369 points on AFW leaderboard. Ended season 2 with a 29-13 record. Current season 9-16-1.
Okay, so obviously you're my brother in my faction. I recruited you.
Yeah, what is it with this TDS anyway? It's like a bike. Everybody's had a ride.
We are the Deadly Saints. We're the original faction in all predictions.
Yeah.
We were the ones that formed the faction first.
Mayhem is just a better wreckage. That's from Mr. Smith. Sorry, what was the question? I was a bit distracted.
All right, so
open your eyes.
Shh. Haney, quiet. All right, so so it looks like to get into the Hall of Fame, you're leading a non-world title to get in there. So you need a secondary title. It could be tag team, could be the North American title. Which one are you eyeing up?
See, for a magician, I never reveal everything. You'll have to wait and see for that one. I've got until the end of the season to do that, but I'm not going to reveal that. I'm sorry, but I'm keeping my cards close to my chest on that one.
A magician, this is a guy that did a card trick with a blind man, you know?
Look, I had to get some entertainment dinner.
That's a good point.
You know, I mean, that's not very classy, you know? I mean, talking about not revealing everything, I mean, what can you reveal with somebody that can't see, you know?
Can you put up those accolades again? Let me see what else I can see of that. The former leader of the Marionettes.
Right.
So what happened with that? There was a good storyline going on with that, and then it just kind of all fell apart.
So I just want to state the record. You stop interrupting. I'm trying to talk.
I'm having a conversation with Canada Dry here. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about my accolades, not yours. We've already done yours.
You already said that your accolades were boring and terrible, and you didn't really want to talk about them. So
I was talking about yours, not mine.
No. Yeah, we were sort of onto yours, you know.
Yes, I said yours were boring, not mine.
Is this the boy band that you were in when you were supporting S Club 7?
What, the Marionettes? What type of boy band's that? Come on, let's be honest.
Well, because they all like the puppets up their hands up the puppets' asses.
Yeah.
Maybe Alec Haney's the puppet, and we never know.
Remember the Puppet Master?
We do. That was actually
so originally I was the Puppet Master, but then we switched it over to what's her name?
Renee.
Renee, yes, we switched over to Renee.
So you asked a question obviously about the leader thing. Now, many people might not know this, but I wasn't actually the leader. I was more like the vocal piece for obviously the Marionettes. It was actually Renee was obviously the leader. Everything ran through her. Then it's a great tag team. Obviously, we had I remember who else we had. We had Amber, who obviously I'm really good friends with. And there was somebody else, and my mind's completely slipped. But you know what I mean? You've got to in AFW, you've got to take risks, which meant I had to do something which I didn't want to do at the time. But you know what? Probably the best thing I ever did, which is sadly turn on the Marionettes, and now I'm with the TDS. Now,
here's something interesting. We worked our butts off to recruit Amber to AFW. And she was like, no, I don't know. But what was cool was the moment she finally said yes, she also recruited you. Which was cool. We got a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah, the best thing is obviously with Amber is we obviously tag teamed in other leagues, and stuff like that. So we had that chemistry there. I still actually message her, making sure she's all right sometimes, but I know she's obviously been really, really busy. But yeah, I mean, when the Puppet Master storyline is probably one of my favorites, and that's something I will obviously remember with AFW.
Absolutely.
And then yes.
Is he still talking?
So, Alex, we're moving along here. So, Alex, what's one thing, just one thing that you don't like about Liam?
Just one thing.
Just one thing.
Just one thing. One thing. Everything.
You can't pick one thing that you don't like about him?
I did. Everything.
Okay. Liam, what is your one thing that you hate about Alex?
I can't even pick one thing because there's actually several. So I'm sorry, I can't even give you one thing.
Oh, you're both giving the same answer, which is crazy. There's just so much. You know,
yeah, get your own patter, Liam. Get your own patter.
When you get a better job in AFW wrestling.
Job. What's it's sort of funny because do you know how the last T-shirt came about?
I don't know, and I don't really have to give a care.
Through the guy from the guy to the look at the guy to your left or your right. Yeah, Canada Dry.
What?
It was him. It was him that asked me to do the magic, the whole magical sort of let's target Liam with the New York mic. You know, so he's
really?
the guy that sort of asked for it.
What the hell are you doing, Alex?
Is this true?
Son of a bitch. All right. Let's just come clean here. All right. So, Liam, calm down. All right. So, I needed that effing wrestling Kool-Aid cult shirt done. And he said he could get it done really quick if I agreed to his terms.
Right.
So one of the terms was to show the New York mic clips on our shows. The other terms was I had to call you on our podcast in the middle of the night. So he put me up to that. And so that's why it happened.
So Canada Dad, do you have any idea how much sleep I lost from your silly little phone calls where I had to go as far as like making a voicemail so you could actually listen to that while I sleep soundly? And then to screw it off, right? I'm away for 1 week and then New York Mike ends up on my show. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not there. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm actually disappointed, but in both of you, to be honest.
Well, come on, you weren't mad before when you thought it was just me. Now you're all of a sudden you're pissed off because you found out that Haney's behind it. We were fine. We were good buddies before that, but I thought I was just ribbing you.
Wow, I expected better out of you, Canada. I'm not mad. I'm actually disappointed. Do you know what I mean? I expected better from you. I mean, listen to this jackass at bottom.
Ooh.
I bet you're smiling. I bet you're loving it, aren't you, Haney?
Oh, listen, Liam, you are out of line.
What do you mean? Why am I out of line? What have I done?
Well, think about this. We were fine, like when you thought I was just ribbing you, but then you find that Haney is behind it all, and now it all changes. What's the deal with that?
Because how much did you not actually know? Not telling me. Do you know what I mean? I literally come on at you every Friday for Paranormal. I come on at you every Saturday for the Magic of Wrestling. I do the occasional Sunday, and just because Haney has a few T-shirt designs, you're better friends with him.
Whoa! I didn't say that. You're jumping to conclusions here.
Damn right. What? Go ahead, Annie.
This whole situation is pretty obvious, though.
What?
Just how important I am to this whole thing, you know. If it wasn't for me, some of this wouldn't have happened.
Really? Are you just basically being the puppet master? Maybe you're just like twisting people. Maybe you are actually the miserable person we actually all know you are. Maybe next time I'll go on the show tomorrow, I'll see the comments. I'll see your actual like miserable comment there, like you are.
When have I ever made a miserable comment? Ever?
Every single show you comment on.
Well,
every time you're in the chat. Shall I keep going?
In Liam's defense, you did win the saltiest son of a bitch award at the Effies last year.
Yeah, that was just because, you know, Yeah. You know,
Yes, you are.
you know.
You had no defense for that one.
I needed salt for my chips, you know, so I needed to do something, you know.
Well, you
So
did need you wanted to be on the show, so you took the award, right?
Yeah, but again, it didn't. Yeah, but again, it's not about awards. It's not about wins and losses. It's just about winding Liam up.
Oh, you've wound me up all right. But you know what? I've got one thing you haven't got. I can honestly say that in a match between us, I actually walked out. And maybe our rivalry, maybe not done. Maybe later down the line, we might have another match. Maybe this time, I'll actually bury you for good.
Berry?
Bury for good. Whoa. Whoa.
Ooh,
Okay, let me ask you this, Liam. On a scale of 1 to 10, how angry are you right now?
What, 10 being the worst? 1,000.
Alex, on a scale of 1 to 10, how angry are you right now?
I'm never angry. I'm quite happy.
You're not angry, you just see the comments.
I can't read the comments.
Maybe we should call you Scottish Cornet.
Scottish Cornet.
That kind of works.
Ooh, that's so original.
I don't know. I think he might think that as a compliment. He likes Cornet.
Yeah. He's one of the greatest wrestling managers of all time, you know?
Yeah. But shame you aren't.
Well, I've never managed. You have.
Maybe you should manage your miserableness. Maybe that she might be happy then.
My miserableness. How do you gauge somebody's miserableness? You know?
By looking in the mirror, Haney.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Well, yeah. I suppose, but you know, life isn't a video game. You don't just look in the mirror and it goes, "You are 10% miserable today."
Why would you play a game?
Cool? Then you can work on it. Eat a baby banana. It goes down a bit.
Yeah.
Why would you play a game in the mirror?
That's what I'm saying. That's what you're implying. How would be looking at a mirror tell me how miserable I am? You know?
You'll get the joke eventually.
Oh, jeez. Terrible. Terrible.
Now, what do you guys see? Do you guys see this feud kind of coming to an end, or what do you think, Alex? Do you think this feud comes to an end, or you guys want to keep this going, or what?
It depends. It depends when I get bored. You know, because as I say, Liam's touting all these like this win. As I've already said, it doesn't bother me. Wins and losses I don't care about. You know, I'm just here to have fun. You know.
This episode is actually not brought to you by More Than Salt. This episode is brought to you by Backstage.com. We would like to offer Alex Haney a complimentary package of the premium package just for appearing on the show because he's such a nice guy. We're going to give him a full sponsorship of the premium package. I hope that you enjoy it.
No, I appreciate that.
Does it feel coming like I had to cheer up?
Maybe. I don't know. Tell you what, Alex, if Liam apologized right now, do you think we could put this behind us?
If he apologizes.
Liam, how about you say sorry for just how you've treated him over the last little bit?
Yeah, it's been deplorable the last couple of weeks. The way you've treated me is absolutely disgusting, Liam.
Okay, Haney, I am so sorry. Sorry, I didn't kick your ass even further at Revolution. I am so sorry that I didn't bury you at Revolution. But you know what? This feud's not even over.
Alex, do you accept the apology?
Oh, that was such a sort of warm-hearted apology. How could I not accept it? You know. So yeah, let's see where this thing goes next. But I'm sure you might regret it, Liam.
I've already got one up on you, so bring it.
Again, it's not about wins and losses to me. It's just about winding you up.
I don't I could beat you everything because the more I actually beat you, the better I get to the Hall of Fame. So come at me.
The Hall of Fame. Oh, you want to be in the Hall of Fame?
Well, as my accolades say, I'm 53% way, so I'm over halfway. What have you done? Really? Look at your accolades there. Well, tell you what, let's get the accolades back up, are you? Is anything there worth no, not really.
Yeah, I see the trios. First trios champion.
Yeah.
Trios. I've got a world title thing. What is it? Has he got one? Yeah, he might have had a slight little thing, but he's not.
Hey,
got
Kenny Omega took some time to be a trios champion, so
Yeah. I mean,
world champion. So,
and everybody knows I love Kenny.
oh yeah, you're a big Kenny booster, right?
Oh, he's amazing. He's one of the
And,
greatest.
and you also
wrestlers.
love the Young Bucks too, right?
Oh yeah. They're. I mean, I've seen some of the stuff Liam said about the Young Bucks, but me, I think they're just amazing.
Liam, what do you have against the Young Bucks?
Yeah, what do you have against the Young Bucks? Just
I think
two brothers trying to make it.
Yeah, they're a pretty good tag team.
Yeah.
I think they abuse the power. I really do. That's as simple as that. That's all I've got really to say on that one.
And what have you got against Kenny?
I've never had any issues with Kenny at all. I think Kenny's a great wrestler.
I beg to differ. I've seen different in the chat.
Prove it.
Some of the stuff you've said about Tyson's absolutely disgusting.
Go ahead.
It's a little harsh.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been a lot harsh on this show. Do you know what? I don't actually give a rat's.
It's not repeatable on this show. I mean, this is a PG show. Come on, you're asking me to discuss
It's a
things.
PG show, but we invited you on here for some reason.
See, what I see, right? Let me tell you what I see here. I see a very angry man across from me, and I see a very calm, composed man below me. I don't know what's going on, Liam. Like, this is out of character for you.
This is out of character because I've sat back, I've tried to be civil, I've tried everything, but when somebody pokes the bear week in and week out and has the cheek to get New York Mike, who's technically just a Tarzan with glitter, whatever, then you get wound up, right? Okay.
What have you got against New York Mike? He's a wonderful reporter.
Okay, let me ask this: what is your affiliation to New York Mike?
My affiliation to New York, he's just a good guy that I know.
And it's just looking to help you out.
He just wanted a chance, and he says, I can go and investigate this Liam for you. And I says, go for it. And he did. And he came back with some, just the stuff that he came back was shocking. It was deplorable. I mean, there was a story about the kid's birthday party where when it came to Liam was at performing his magic tricks, and when it came to the birthday cake, the kid wished that Liam would go away,
and he didn't go away.
He didn't go away.
No.
But he also failed to mention about the dead rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah, what was that about? He killed the rabbit.
It was.
Why did you kill the rabbit, Alex?
It was a Halloween themed party. Duh.
Well, why was it not undead then? Why was it just, dead?
Oh, what happens at Halloween? Do you know what I mean? There's like dead things. Do you know what I mean? You got to have a Halloween themed.
I just want to say to the people watching, there was never ever a rabbit killed for this episode. Just
no.
Oh my goodness!
Can we? I can't believe I've had to share 48 minutes with this actual jackass. I really cannot.
Yeah. Can you believe this?
Liam can tell the time.
I've just got the timer in the corner.
Do we have any questions in the chat?
You'll need to read them out. If there are.
Who knows?
No one's commenting?
Nope. Nothing
Bastards. At all. You scared them all away, Liam, with your anger.
I've not done nothing.
You're really angry, and I think it's not really good TV when you're angry like that.
Is it though?
What was the name of the therapist that Daniel Bryan and Kane had to go see? Maybe Liam, you need to go see him. What was his name again?
Maybe I need to go and see Dr. Phil. Maybe maybe I am an angry person. Maybe I've been pushed so far.
Well, I just want to apologize to you, Liam, because I didn't mean to get you. I was just trying to get those shirts done as fast as I could.
I feel betrayed. I'm going as far as to saying I feel betrayed.
Liam, he told me that I was his favorite.
I did not say that.
But do you know what? Do you know two want to be the favorite? Why are you actually in the show?
Well, he's so mad. Liam, come back, Liam. Come on.
Oh, Put the intern on instead.
Oh man, awkward.
Yes.
Do you have anything you want to add?
You know, I've exposed him now. You know, he's a grumpy old man. You know.
Would you say maybe he's the new Grinchy Poo?
Well, I think he is. Yeah, I think he is. You know, he's unbelievable. How unprofessional. You know.
Yeah, I'm shocked that he would leave the show. You know, like he's putting us in an awkward position, and I feel like it's just causing more tension between me and him now because we leave it unresolved. I apologize, and he's like, I feel betrayed.
Yeah,
you know, like
he's one of the guys that just can't let it go. You know, he's so persistent. You know,
I feel like he harbors a lot of bitterness inside of him.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I just want to say, like, if you're out there and you've got unforgiveness in your heart, it's gonna hurt you more than the person you're mad at, right?
Yeah.
You're pretty much putting yourself in chains.
Yeah.
And I hope that.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you reached out to him and brought him into your little faction, you know, and he's acting like this, you know. He's not living up to these high standards that you expect from being a TDS member. You know, it's
and you know, and being on this channel, like I invited him to be on the channel, gave him his own show, made him my co-host. Like, does that not say I love you, bro?
He's got middle child issues, I think.
Middle child issues, yeah, that's it. That's true.
Yeah,
like the fact he's not coming back is just like, you know,
he's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the intern hasn't just jumped on and to help out though. I mean, he's sitting there. You know, he could have.
I think he's got a little bit of shell shock myself. He can't believe this is going on.
I hope when he threw his headset off that he didn't hit the intern because that could be a lawsuit.
Oh yeah, that's the last thing he needs.
Yeah, you know, but maybe he should seek guidance on these anger issues that he's got.
You know, I think this is probably because of that bad date he had the other day.
Yeah.
Like he had a bad date. He got rejected by that girl. And he's taking out on us.
I mean, what did we do?
Yeah, like we're nice guys, right?
Yeah, totally.
You know, we're here to just like try and cheer him up. We're cheering him up, treat him like a nice friend, and this is how he treats us.
Yeah, you know, just offs and leaves you hanging. You know.
You know, you know what, Liam, I have a message for you. From the bottom of my heart, I forgive you. Because that's what you should have done a long time ago. Forgive people. Don't hold on to that bitterness. It's going to destroy you, brother.
Yeah.
It's time to just let it go.
Let it go.
Hey, it's our good friend Liam. Welcome back.
Let's just do the outro.
Listen, Liam, let's just have a little word here, okay?
Yeah. How's it intern, by the way? Did you manage to hit him with your headset?
Yeah, I've got a lawsuit coming.
Of course he doesn't. Okay, Liam, you obviously are my friend. You know, I brought you into the faction. I brought you onto the channel. I brought you into effing wrestling because you're my friend. I don't think the fact that I got a favor from Haney for calling you up and letting New York Mike come on the network, I don't think that should be a big deal.
Is that all? Is that thing? This is going to take some time. Do you know what I mean? Because this is deep. This feels really, really deep. I need time to, digest what I found out today.
Do you think? Do you not think that? But Canada Dry's just reached out to you with all his heart and emotion. Do you not think you should just say sorry?
I'm not saying sorry for anything.
See, I think he put some walls up right now because, like, I told him I love him. I told him he's my friend. I told him, like, what else can I say?
Yeah.
Like I've
Tear down
offered
that wall, Liam.
my heart on a platter, and he just stomps on it.
Tear down that wall, Liam.
Tear down the wall.
Yeah, tear down the wall.
Tear down the wall.
Tear down.
We'll see what happens come Friday.
All right, so this has been an interesting episode. We've had some emotional scars happen here live on the air.
Are you okay, Canada Dry?
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, thank God I had Alex here to help me along when Liam left, because my heart was broken.
Yeah, I'm glad I could be here for you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. But
And maybe in time, Liam will come to realize that he was the one that was in the wrong.
I hope he does. And I hope we can have that big old Bret Hart HBK hug in the middle of the ring. Just, you know, yeah, it was a nice moment, wasn't it?
It was.
All right. So thank you all for watching AFW Backstage. Of course, you can go to effingwrestling.com. You can visit backstage.com. You can visit Pro Wrestling Tees /effingwrestling and get some merch. You got the merch things up there?
No, I have not.
Can you put some merch up on the screen?
Yeah.
I can, but it's on a separate thing.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to put any merch on the screen. So we put the shirt up on the screen. There we go. There's the Wrestling with the Paranormal. We got this shirt up here.
This is what happens when you get angry. You knock out the intern and you lose the spot. You lose the segment.
Yeah.
And then Canada Dry has to sort of dig deep and save it.
And of course, we have, if you like old school wrestling, and we know you do, visit Pro Wrestling Tees /Adrian Adonis. Yes. And of course, stay tuned tomorrow where we're going to do the roundest table you've ever seen in your life. We're going to talk about everything. And it's just going to be a good time. Of course, the round table is a monthly segment we do on the All Effing Wrestling Show. And maybe to close, just maybe I'm going to blow Liam a kiss. You didn't catch it.
No, I'm not
you
feeling it.
You just float right by you.
I'm not feeling it. I'm hurt. I'm being honest. I'm really hurt right now.
Come on, give me 5.
Tear down that wall.
Give me 5. Come on. Oh, you fingered me. All right, let's just end the show. Remember to just keep fighting.
And I've just got one more thing to say as well. Screw you, Haney.